Hello, all. Welcome back to New Hope Tarot, where we will be doing your reading for July 7th. I have meditated upon the cards and I have pre-shuffled. As always, though, I will shuffle live. During meditation, Spirit showed me a conch shell, and so much came to me with this shell. So, a few things. They all resonated with me, so take what resonates for you. It represents freedom from naivety or ignorance. It also symbolizes unconditional love, a new beginning. It can also symbolize the end of suffering with some sort of victory. Okay, so let's see how this is going to correlate with the reading. Now, I do want to let you know that the energy that I connected with was very calm, very tranquil. The energy was very, very, I wouldn't say relaxed. I would say at peace was the energy. Okay, so that's how I would resonate with that, or at least that was the energy I picked up, and that's what I felt through it. So perhaps you're feeling this way now. Perhaps this is how you're going to feel during that time. Okay, let's see. And as far as the freedom from naivety or ignorance, that could symbolize you learning something, coming across some sort of knowledge that maybe you weren't privy to before, and that allowed for a shift in a thought, or a shift in the way you decidedly either a change in thought or a change in how you decided to move forward, not just deal with something, but move forward or get out of or approach. I hope that makes sense. Okay. While I am shuffling to get your overall energies, just remember that these are general readings. Take only what resonates and leave the remainder. Okay. Check out your sun, moon, risings as well for a full imagery of what's going on in your life. As of today, this was the card that wanted to come out, so I'm taking that one. Also remember that the daily readings aren't just for the day that they come out. Those energies typically have a shelf life of a few days. So a few days before, a few days after. Okay, so take all of that into consideration as well. The King of Pentacles. Well. That is a great card to come across, specifically with the conch shell in together, which can definitely, with this together, can definitely be the ending of financial burdens. You know, perhaps where you thought you were going to into financial ruins, perhaps all of a sudden got alleviated. Okay. But I feel here you're coming out really strong, very, very steady, very confident, very decisive is the word that I'm getting with this particular King of Pentacles. Very decisive, almost as if you are observing and go, okay, that's my next step. It's like you've gained some sort of knowledge and now you're using it to the best of your ability. Very much like the shell. We have the Emperor, the High Priestess, and the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. These are very strong energies. Very, very, very strong energies. A beautiful balance of masculine and feminine energies here. Again, it just feels like you're very aligned. You're strong, but you're still fluid. Again, there's a sense of you recognizing the truth of something, coming into some sort of knowledge or insight that you didn't have before. Where before you may have been, this is what I'm going to do, but now with this insight, you may have shifted gears and may have decided, maybe I'm not going to do that. Maybe I'm not going to do that. And then all of a sudden, you come into the realization and things start happening. You're not weighing out those options anymore. You know the direction you're going to take. You see what needs to happen and you do it. It can even be you're about to reap those rewards. Remember, I said with the shell that it could be a new beginning or a victory over some sort of suffering. And this could be you gaining your momentum towards financial freedom. This could be your momentum moving forward towards whatever that is. Just perhaps just you're about to receive some sort of rewards here. Again, like if you're looking at these cards, these are very strong cards. All of these are amazing, strong cards. In the right side up, you may have been with the Seven of Pentacles. In the right side up, maybe you were thinking, is it worth it? Is it not worth it? Here, you're going, it's worth it. I know what I'm doing. I know where I'm going. I know what I have to do. And it's like you're no longer waiting for your return on investment. It's coming in. Eight of Cups. Yeah, you're definitely moving forward. And like, wow, we have the Emperor and the Empress together. Nothing here tells me anything about a love situation, but we do have divine counterparts here. We have the Three of Swords at the bottom of the deck. So you may be recovering from some past hurt, whether it's in finance or love or whatever this is. But I feel like, again, you are about to come into some sort of abundance. It can also be about a situation where you may have perhaps gotten a divorce or had some sort of breakup, and maybe you were depleted of energies or of finances, but now you're about to recover from all of that. That's what I'm getting here. Okay. All right. Let's take a look at Cancer. Knight of Wands in reverse. The Sovereign. Journey. Ask for help. Cancer, if you are feeling stuck in some sort of way and you're trying to find your strength to move forward, it's time for you to head towards some calmer waters. But in order to head towards some calmer waters, you need to take a deep dive. That may require you to seek assistance, and it could be in a form of a therapist, it could be a form of a friend, but you need to talk it out with somebody, not just yourself. You do need to take a deep look into what's going on internally and figure out why we're feeling this way. Why are we feeling stuck? Why do we feel powerless? Oh, wow. Ace of Swords, Ace of Cups, and Ace of Wands at the bottom of the deck. Wow. Normally I say with 3 aces we have a definite yes, but because these are in reverse, I'm getting a very strong sense to say, if you have a question, say the answer is no. Okay, the answer is no. If you had a second question, it may be a yes. It's a maybe, it's a yes, but perhaps. Okay. You really need to go into your heart space and find out the truth of a situation. You need to start pouring into yourself and really start taking that deep dive as to what's going on. Why is this happening? What's your part in it? And how do you get out of this? Okay? Because we want you to feel clear-minded enough to move forward. The only way to move forward, the only way for you to truly pour into yourself, right, is to really connect with mind, body, and soul. You have to take a deep dive into the self in order for you to find the courage and the confidence and the energy to move forward. Okay, in whatever situation this is, right? We want you to self-reflect. We want you to go inside and find out what those answers are. If you have tried and you have not been able to succeed doing this by yourself, you need to ask for the assistance required. Okay, you need to ask for the assistance required, whether it's a counselor, with this 8 of Pentacles in reverse, go seek help. All right, reading about it, learning about it may not be enough. All right, you may need to acquire some real life experience here via somebody else. Okay, somebody that can help you work through this process and give you better guidance. Okay, Leo, the sun will come out tomorrow. Trust and release. Well, wow, Leo, very powerful. You are about to come into some really great energies, some sort of great happiness, optimism, good news. But you have to trust that it's going to happen. You have to trust whatever thought, idea, dream, wish, or concern you may have. Release it to the universe. Trust that it's going to happen. Believe that it's going to happen. Just flat out believe that it's going to happen because it's going to. Okay? You just have to trust. Release it. Trust it. Believe that it's going to come into fruition. Yeah, you have to let it go. Let it go so that it can happen. Okay? You're almost at the finish line. Okay? Commit to believing it, but you have to let it go into the universe so that it just happens for you. All right? You're almost there. You're almost at the finish line. Virgo. Queen of Swords. Movement. Begin. Magical blessings. Listen, Virgo, I believe we've been saying this to you before. You know the reality. You know that something is coming your way, even though it has yet manifested into your life. You know something is coming your way. And it is. It's coming your way. It is about to begin. Many blessings are about to arrive. I feel like this has been very much divinely guided. This has really taken into effect when you began your healing process. Consider if you are nearing the end of that healing process, this is moving your way. And it is about to begin. I'm drawn to the specks in both of these cards, which again tells me that this is karmic, tells me that this is very much divinely guided. Whatever this is, I don't know what this is. But things are definitely taking motions here. Yeah. We have the Six of Wands at the bottom of the deck, telling me that there's a victory coming. There is a victory coming. It has been, it has been some time. It has taken some time. Right? It's been very slow movement. It has, and that's fine. But it's like you've been doing a lot of healing. You've been working on trying to heal from a situation that you did leave, whatever that situation is. And it's almost like you've made some sort of compromise with yourself or with the universe or with your situation, and not like a compromise in a bad way. It feels like it's a compromise in a good way, where you said, all right, listen, I understand that I may not have a lot, but I know that I am incredibly grateful for everything that I do have, and I have much more than what other people have. And because I have more than what other people have, I can't complain. I am fine with what I have because I know I'm going to receive more, and I know that I have more than other people. More is coming my way. And again, I feel like there's just this, I'm not saying that those are the words you're saying, but those were the words that came to me as I was looking at this Two of Swords. It's like you've made some sort of compromise. It wasn't a compromise within your own values, because I don't feel like you would compromise your values, but you did compromise in regards to a past situation where you may have had less than, something, but you have more of something. So maybe you have less funds, but you have more freedom. Perhaps you have um, less restriction, but more money. I don't know what this is, but take it how it resonates. And because you moved away from something and you made a compromise without compromising your values, things started to shift when that healing began, and that it's almost here. You're about to get this victory. Okay? Way to go, Virgo. Libra. Knight of Swords. Share wisdom. Forgive. Go outside. Libra, sometimes in order for you to go within the self and start healing properly, you have to face the things that are in your past. You have to go towards your past and heal properly. You can't just write words of encouragement. You can't just write words of affirmation and not deal with the past. Okay? You can't heal that way. You have to deal with the past to gain the knowledge. You have to deal with the root of the problem in order for you to flourish, because the root of the problem gives you the wisdom you need to properly forgive all that is involved. Okay? Sometimes that means that you go outside into nature and just connect. But really what I'm getting with this is that you will have a new sense of identity and recognize who you truly are once you deal with all of this. For some of you, connect with nature. For most of you, I feel like this is saying that you'll have a new sense of who you are. Really connecting to who you truly are, not what you think you are because of a situation. Okay? Once you do this, yeah, you're going to get clarity on who you are once you release these burdens. Yeah, 100%. Okay? Good for you, Libra. Work at it. You'll get there. Scorpio. 3 of Swords in reverse. Manifest. Receive. Tree wisdom. All right, whatever has been weighing heavy on you, Scorpio, you're about to come into some sort of clarity how to navigate through this situation. And this may have come by a form of manifestation where you may have possibly created a motion like you did something and you created some sort of ripple effect, and it started. I don't even have a clear example of what this could be. So if you have one, feel free to leave a comment. But it's like you started a ripple and then a wave happened. And that wave allowed something to come in to you. So perhaps this was just something as a simple thought. And this simple thought created, okay, they want me to say something here. Hold on one second. Okay. Perhaps you heard a word, and that word, even though you heard it a million times, for some reason, it hits you on a specific day at a specific time. It hits you and it resonates with you differently. That word turns into a thought. That thought turns into an action. That action kind of takes flight, and it actually brings you the idea to and the clarity to deal with whatever situation you're dealing with, whatever that may look like. It brings you an opportunity to work with this situation. I hope that makes sense. Okay, so they want me to give you an example. The example is, let's say you were in an argument with a friend, and the friend kind of triggers you in some way, shape, or form, but you don't say anything at the time. You bite your tongue and you go, okay, if I say anything right now, I'm gonna it's gonna come off the wrong way, and I'm gonna ruffle feathers. I don't want to do that. Okay. You take your moment. That's the hurt. You take that time and you kind of set it off to the side, right? You let your emotions kind of calm down, and you're watching a show or reading a book or listening to music, or you overhear a conversation and you hear one word, right? Whatever word that is, let's use the word opportunity. Okay. And you, for some reason, that word just kind of hits you, but it hits you oddly. And you keep repeating that word opportunity, and you don't know why that word, for whatever reason, is resonating, and it almost like it's repeating in your head over and over. And because it's going over and over, it creates a ripple, and that ripple creates a wave. That wave is the manifestation of the universe bringing to you an actual opportunity for you to have this conversation with your friend without you actually bringing it up. Right? So maybe a similar situation comes again, but now because you are in a calmer state, you're able to approach it calmly and with love. Perhaps your friend comes to you, perhaps the opportunity, however that arrives. I'm not saying that's the situation, but it's going to be something to that effect. All right. Whatever that looks like in your life. So look out for the universe bringing in an opportunity for you to approach something that you were unable to approach before. Okay. That was very lengthy. I'm very sorry. Sagittarius. All right. We have the Tower in reverse. Higher perspective, magic, and hope. You know, what I'm getting with this Tower card is actually there's slow changes happening that I feel are being brought to you by the universe, by the spirit realm. I don't feel like this higher perspective is you or you getting a higher perspective, I feel like the universe is bringing you some sort of magic. Magic that you perhaps created via a dream, a manifestation, whatever it was that you did. But there is something arriving to you that you have been optimistically waiting for, hoping for to arrive. And I feel like it's arriving. Look at the wings here, and you're looking up at the dove, bringing that in. What was unseen is now being seen. I'm almost seeing the 10 of Cups here, that you're about to receive that wish fulfillment. You're about to obtain it. Yeah, like what was not seen is now being seen. It may be a love interest. As the Lovers and the Hierophant show up. I love it. I love it. Yeah, that's what you may be desiring. You may be desiring. I mean, it's not here yet. It's in reverse. That might be your hopes and your dreams. This, a loving relationship. Oh, I just noticed that there's a heart here with a Hierophant in the key. Do you see it? I just now noticed it. I don't think it is a heart, but it just appears to be a heart. I don't feel like it's here. This might be straight up some solid commitment. It could be potential marriage here. Okay. Well, way to go, Sagittarius, if that's what you're wanting. If love is not what you're wanting, it could be something that you truly do love and want and desire. Okay. Capricorn, we have the 9 of Coins. Lovely. Ask body. Powerful. Solitude. Whatever you have been slowly building, you know the truth of the facts. You know that it is coming into, it's slowly bringing in the rewards that you're seeking. It's slowly gaining momentum. You feel it. You feel it in your bones. Not only do you know this intuitively, there's not necessarily an emotion, but there's just there's a feeling that's connected to this, that it's a knowingness that things are brewing, and it's about to bring you something, and it's about to bring you a huge sense of balance into your life, a lot of peace. Yeah. Yeah. It could potentially be a new romance. No, whatever it is, it's definitely moving you forward. And it's everything you wanted, because it's the world. We have the World card here. It's everything you wanted. You come into your own strength. I'm telling you, there's huge momentum here. And I love the infinity sign here. It's a continual, constant thing. Whether it's love, whether it's finance, whatever this is, whatever you've been trying to build, trying to bring in, it's coming. It's gaining momentum, and it's about to arrive. Aquarius. The Two of Coins in reverse. Release. Love. Look in a book. What I'm getting here for you, Aquarius, is the fact that there's a beautiful sense of internal calmness within you. There is a want, a desire to hold on to the things that you love and release the things that you no longer want. Either you have the calm now, or that's what you're seeking is calm or balance or centeredness. I feel like you gain a lot of knowledge by reading books, watching TED Talks, watching YouTube, listening to podcasts. You gain a lot of knowledge to work on a situation, whatever the situation is, whether it's yourself or outside of yourself. I like the fact that you're trying to find that balance or stay balanced and try to work with these energies for the overall best result. Yeah. It's going to take some time. Okay, we're talking about some healing. All right, we have the Eight of Cups at the bottom of the deck, which is telling me that you're definitely moving forward. You're moving in the right direction. Take baby steps. It's completely fine. Go internal. Make sure that you are healing from your heart space first, and then move towards everything else. Okay? Then work towards everything else. I feel like you will come into a new sense of achievement or celebration of self after every bit that you do. I almost feel like you release any anxieties that you may have inside, or some sort of trauma that you may have inside. And when you recognize that you've made some sort of improvement, it's like you celebrate it and you go, yes, I did that. And yes, you should celebrate yourself, or celebrate the fact that you are working through a situation and using your knowledge, using your mind, body, and soul, thoroughly healing, using your intuition, using your inner landscape to navigate your external world, using your knowledge, whether this is, again, healing the self or healing an external situation. But sometimes we heal an external situation by healing the self. Pisces. The Chariot in reverse. Love. Believe. Wisdom. You may be too afraid, or may have been too afraid, to leave a situation or a way of doing things and going towards something that is not the norm for you. But if you trust what your heart is telling you, and you believe in the fact that this is right for you, then trust in that wisdom and head towards that way. All right. If these things don't align, if it isn't aligned with what your beliefs are, then it may not be wise for you to move forward. But if it does align with your heart space and believe that it can happen, then trust that it will. Trust in this wisdom. That is wisdom enough. Yeah. Don't compromise. Do not compromise. Don't settle for anything less than what you deserve. We have the Five of Swords at the bottom of the deck. All right. Don't accept defeat. Don't accept defeat just because you may be a little bit scared or uncertain. Okay? Don't allow others to bully you, to keep you in a place that you know does not feel right for you. Okay? Don't compromise. Do not settle. Do not settle at all. Okay? You are worth more, and you can certainly set roots elsewhere, because we end up with the Empress card, right? Even if you may not be, or what it is you are wanting does not have the promise of giving you the security that you're wanting, don't settle for something that gives you security over this beautiful sense of freedom and abundance. Because oftentimes when we follow our hearts, we feel more like this. Sometimes just gaining money or material wealth or physical things such as bigger house, bigger cars. Sometimes it's more of a burden than anything. So you have to ask yourself, do you want to feel like this or do you want to feel like this? The decision is yours, Pisces. Aries. Four of Coins, compromise, faith, lost and found. Whatever situation you may have been in where you felt that you may have been in lack of or have made you feel that you had less than, whether you placed yourself in that situation or someone else placed you in that situation, whatever that looks like for you, recognize that these resources can be recovered. Whatever resource that may look like for you, whether it's financial, emotional, whatever that looks like for you, you can recover from this. You can, I don't want to say the words bounce back because I don't feel like it's, you know, as easy as jumping on a trampoline and it be all, you know, fine and dandy. I don't feel like that. I do feel like there is work that needs to be done, but what was lost can be found. It can be recovered as long as you stay in faith and have compassion towards yourself. Okay? Just because you're in a dark moment right now, or a moment, a space and time where there's uncertainties, doesn't necessarily mean that all is lost. Okay? Yeah. You may be the wounded warrior. You may have gone through a lot of struggles, but look, there's movement. There's movement here. The Page of Wands is getting a new sense of ideas, of revitalizing energies. All right? This may be a new beginning for you, but this new beginning allows for movement to head forward. Yes, you've had trials and tribulations, no doubt. All right? But this also allows for a new opportunity to move forward. Okay? And you're able to do this. You're able to do this, Aries. Taurus. 3 of Wands. The Observer. Shine. Come together. Come together. Right now. All right, what I'm getting here is that there is going to be an opportunity for you to travel, bring in something. I'm seeing, it could be travel, but I'm seeing that you're drawing in something. You're bringing in something to you. It could be something that you have been trying to create and is now taking flight. I mean, with these two cards, with the 3 of Wands, I mean, actually, honestly, all of these cards, I'm seeing Magician. I'm seeing power of manifestation, the law of attraction, you drawing something into you, you being the beacon of light at a lighthouse, and you drawing something into you. You may have foreseen this happen, either in dreams or in visions, and then it becomes a reality, and it does come together here on planet Earth. Because something is coming your way, and I feel like the universe or your angels or your ancestors has helped you along with this, because you're drawing this into you. Whatever this is, I don't know what this is. Whatever that looks like for you, that's coming in. Yeah, look at that. 3 of Wands. Again, you're bringing, oh, maybe the Lovers. You're drawing something in. Wow. Yeah. We have the 10 of Swords and the 10 of Wands. The end of your burdens. This is, I'm telling you, this is you bringing in your harvest. It may have been a painful time previously, because I don't feel like this energy is right now. But I am getting the sense that whatever, look, we have 6 and 6. We have a lot of balance here. We have 3 and 3 adds up to 6, which is, again, balance. You may be drawing this person in, this person may be drawing you in, or you may be drawing something that you find that you love. It could be, you know, in law. I'm seeing balance, even though this isn't justice. Whatever it is you feel is going to balance you out, that's what you're drawing in. Again, there may be travel, you know, but I feel like this is more about law of attraction, you drawing something into you. And I do feel like this is, like I feel like this is, I don't feel like this is a choice. I feel like this is genuinely a soulmate. Can I have another card here for the Lovers, please? Ah! Oh my gosh. 2 cards came out. The Knight of Pentacles and the Wheel of Fortune. I do feel like this is fate. And I feel like, didn't I say that up here? No, I don't think I said fated. No, I don't. I feel like it was divinely guided. I didn't say fated. It may be something that is, again, either you are bringing this in. It's something that you foresaw, something that you're wanting. Maybe this is your fate that you want to bring in. It could be a fated divine situation here. Whatever it is, it's the beginning of something very beautiful, very solid. Whatever it is, okay? Very, very solid. With the 10 of Swords, again, this is the 10 of Swords in reverse. This is the end of a painful cycle, okay? This is you coming in to whatever this is. You coming into a very happy, worry-free cycle. Wow. Way to go, Taurus. All right. Gemini. Well, speaking of Magician, the Outlaw, Balance, and Journey. You know, I'm... oh, Gemini. You are also about to embark on a beautiful journey, something that you perhaps have not done in quite some time, whatever that is, but it's going to bring you a ridiculous amount of balance. There might be travel involved in your scenario here, whatever this looks like for you. It's almost like you've come into a new sense of self here with this Magician. It's like it's not like you were powerless before, but it's almost like you had forgotten how strong you actually are. Okay. We have the Queen of Swords at the bottom of the deck. You may be very quick-witted. You finally came into a clear perspective. You may have now finally gotten into or recognized how clever you are, how quick-witted you are, how intuitive you are, even though the swords aren't necessarily about intuition. But I'm seeing that you have a very clear idea it's like you see through people. You don't just see clearly like the physical realm, but you see clearly through that physical realm, through almost like the soul of somebody. It's almost like you can pinpoint who a person is just by their aura. It's very interesting that that's coming through, because I've never gotten that before with the Queen of Swords. I feel like you're being very strategic to find whatever balance this looks like here. I feel like this is all internal, or something that has yet come to fruition. This might be finally you coming into a mind, body, soul connection. You coming into an energy of you choosing, listen, this is who I am. I'm actually the calm person, internally and out. I'm able to create whatever the hell it is I want to create in my scenario. So for instance, this could be, again, very, very strategic, and is what I'm getting with the Seven of Swords. Very strategic. You coming into an energy where you recognize with this Magician your own strength. I am in control of my situation. I can create of this situation, of my emotions, whatever I want them to be. If I want a bad situation to stay bad, I will allow that to stay bad. If I want a bad situation to be good, then I will make that happen. It is in my hands. I have a choice in the matter, and I choose centeredness. I choose to stay aligned with myself, mind, body, and soul. Again, I'm just getting a strong sense of you coming to who you are, you recognizing your own strength. Good for you. Good for you, Gemini. This is amazing. All right, my darlings, that is what I have for you for today, July 7th. I hope this did resonate. If it did, go ahead and leave a comment. Don't forget to check out your sun, moon, rising signs if you feel so called to do so, for a clearer image of what is actually happening in your life. All right, my darlings, until we meet again.